Disaster.
Live.
Oh, shoot. I don't have the Broncos.
Uh-oh. I got the notebook's back. It's new and improved, too.
Oh, yeah.
Celtics notebook. And look, here was my draft guide. I had like a little checklist, and now I have all my futures.
Draft guide from NFL draft or for fantasy?
For fantasy.
Okay. That's funny.
Yeah, I just got this for my birthday, so this is brand new.
Nice. Your big gift.
Yeah, my huge gift is the little notebook. All right. There we go.
So we're just doing the futures today.
Yeah, we'll
like
do
week
wise,
one stuff.
Yeah, wise pick. Well, we'll do like Lions Chiefs, like as we normally do, right?
Oh yeah, true.
And then we'll do Friday, and then so for this year, we're gonna have to do. As much as it's gonna suck, I don't want to have to do Wednesdays because there's like a bar that does Wednesday night Jakes. Maybe we can do Monday and Fridays. Just get bottom and top of your week.
We could do that because the only thing we'd miss is Monday Night Football. But
yeah, it is true.
I'd be down for Mondays because I work from home Mondays too, which makes it a lot easier.
It does make it easier. Right, let's see if the thumbnail kept up in YouTube. Oh yeah,
I was just
great. It actually looks like official.
Yeah, it looks good. He just does that because he likes to.
Yeah, I was telling him, if this like ever becomes anything, like, I was always like, use it for your resume. I'll back you up or whatever, and then, fucking, like, basically, if we ever make money, he's on the team.
Get a cut. Do I have time to pee real quick?
Yeah, we got time.
Okay.
I wouldn't want you.
Can be live too. I'll just mute.
Yeah. I just don't want you bursting your bubble on.
Usually, I just have like a plastic cup below the desk.
Oh yeah. You just mute yourself for a second. I'm gonna cut I don't know if you can still hear me or not, but I'm gonna cut a hole at the bottom of my chair. It'll be my podcasting chair, so I can pee out of the bottom and never stop podcasting. All right. Tweet this.
Heard the P comment. That's a great idea.
Glad you liked it. All right, you ready? Should I go back with the stadium lights?
Turn them on.
Turn them on.
Yeah, just to see the difference.
Test. Okay. It's so harsh, you know?
You look like you're less in a cave.
Yeah, I know. I'll make sure my big head's in the way. All right. No, my big head's in the way. We're all right. All right.
Need something to put on this door right there. It's gonna be my background.
You should get that's actually a perfect wall for like a green screen. I don't know how you would be able to do it though, because you're on the Discord. See, it's so hard not having like a producer. Shit ourselves. All right.
What?
I said it's so hard not having a producer. We gotta figure out all this shit ourselves.
Oh yeah.
All right. You ready? I'm ready. I'm pumped, actually.
Yeah. This is like one of my favorite episodes that we do.
Yeah, this is one of the best. Dude, I can't stand the stadium light, bro. I need, like,
Then turn it
cover.
off.
Yeah, I'm turning it off. All right. Give me 1 sec.
Telling Wyatt specifically that we're doing
Oh,
this
wait,
one.
give me 1 sec. My headphones weren't on. Huh?
I'm texting Wyatt one-on-one to tell him that we're doing this episode.
Oh, this is why.
He's
Yeah,
asked me
this is a
at least
bunting
3
special.
times. He's like, "Have you guys done like the futures yet?"
Yeah, this is one of
No,
Wyatt's
no.
favorites.
He said, "Ooh."
All right, I'm ready. You ready? Let's get this show on the road. So wait, we're gonna start with like NFL news. We got like, Travis Kelce, Cooper Kupp, and then we'll do our futures, and then let's end off the futures with the NFC and the AFC East, and the last 2 futures we'll do our teams. We'll do a quick little recap of like our off seasons. We'll do our future picks, and then we'll do college corner and go home.
Okay. Well, my future for your team isn't that exciting.
That's okay. Mine's not very excited for you either. It's just I just wanted to end it off, end off with us, and then we'll do a little recap of what our things. All right. Sounds good to me. All right, let's go. Getting started in 3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome to the Wise Guys podcast. I am your host, Brady Fitzgerald, joined as always by my co-host, Chris Hagan.
What you guys doing?
Chris, I'm going to be honest. I'm sick. Definitely sick.
Feeling sick? Or you're just...
No, I'm feeling sick. I have the sniffles right now. You might be able to hear it in my voice a little bit. And I've had a stomach issue for like 2 weeks now. It's been bad. Like, bad enough.
Juice cleanse.
I know, dude. I don't know what I need, like some kombucha or something.
Yeah, you do.
I now need to like go to an actual like stomach doctor. I'm going tomorrow morning to go check out my stomach.
A gastro?
Yeah, gastro. I don't know. It's one of those doctors. Gastro.
Nerd.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So he's gonna check it out, and he's gonna say you drank way too much alcohol once you turned 21, and now you're. Well,
you're like looking at your records. You're like, your birthday was
right.
A week and a half ago.
Yeah.
That makes
He's
sense.
like, oh, and this started about a week before, or about half a week before that. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm like, I feel like Prime D Rose. Like tonight, after this, I'm going. Like it's my first in South Carolina. I mean, I look like a local Colombian right now with this hat.
Yeah, you do.
But Wednesday night Jake's like the big thing. Everyone who's 21 goes to this bar called Jake's, and everyone, Wednesday night Jake's. This is my first one I'm able to go to as a 21-year-old, and I'm going and I'm just drinking water now when I'm there. I'm driving
there for the atmosphere.
Yeah, I gotta check it out. I'm literally gonna drive there.
That's commitment.
Yeah, no, I gotta check it out. But yeah, other than that, I'm excited for the football season. It can't come quick enough. And we got some college football last week. It was great. We're back. It warmed me up for this Sunday. Like I had to get my body ready for the laziness. Accumulated with my couch. We're like best friends again, and I'm excited to go. Let's go right into it.
The eyes that get warmed up that really need to get warmed up.
Yeah.
Staring at the screen for like 10 hours.
I think.
And that probably.
I'm sure my Twitter use has prepared me for whenever I need a screen in front of me. But you're right.
I always have my phone on night mode. It's like 1/20th of the size of my TV.
So
it's like going from rookie
comes
ball to the major leagues like over one weekend. Time Sunday night rolls around, I'm gonna be like holding my eyes open.
I was looking at the schedule and I was like so excited for all these good games, and then I look at Sunday night and I'm like,
yeah. And they do this every year.
I know. Why is it Giants Cowboys?
Why the Giants and the Cowboys
who cares
always
about
on
the
Sunday
Giants
night.
and Cowboys, dude? Like, I know a lot of people actually do care about the Giants and Cowboys, but like those, it used to be to agree where it's like everyone wants to watch the Cowboys and the Giants because it's like America's team versus like this other team that won a couple Super Bowls, and like everyone was rooting for them or rooting for the two rivals. But now everyone just like everyone hates the Cowboys, and I think a lot of fans. It's not like a lot of people are on the Giants side. So it's like no one has
People
this
are
rooting
like
interest
lukewarm
for it.
at best.
Yeah, exactly. There's not this like rooting interest anymore for these NFC beast Sunday night football games. But whatever. I saw the tweet that you retweeted. It's a perfect week 1.
Yeah.
Schedule
Way
wise.
that they
So that's all right
spaced
with
out
me.
the games.
Yeah.
Is it 8 games at 1, 5 at 4, but they all start at 4:25. There's none of that 4:05.
Yeah, none of the 4:15, no
you miss the
4:05.
first quarter because all the 1 o'clock games are wrapping up, and obviously Sunday night, Monday night, and Thursday night. Yeah, that would be 16 games. We have a doubleheader next week for Monday night.
Do we?
How they're doing it now?
Yeah.
It's week 2.
Yeah, it's week 2 now.
Whack.
I don't get it. Honestly though, Saints Panthers for week 2. I know we'll preview it down the road,
Ooh.
but like, I was gonna say I'm glad that's on 7:15 Monday. Even though Browns Steelers actually is much better of a game on Monday night.
Saints Panthers? I don't know.
Ugh.
I want to see what Bryce Young looks like.
That is true. Well, you can watch it on NFL Network while the real game's being played on Monday Night Football. All right. Let's dive right into it. So, before we get into our prop bets, did you do I guess I didn't really do did you do like MVP, offensive player of the year, defensive player of the year, rookie? Did you do like all those features?
I have them. I don't have offensive player of the year. I have a couple because I only have the AFC.
Yeah, I know. I made it for all of them. I should have told you to do that.
Oh, okay. I tweeted out my.
Oh, you did? All right. I did the same thing. I tweeted out too. So you did that tweet.
Yes, but I didn't take it seriously.
Oh, damn it!
Oh, you might have seen my tweet.
No, I didn't see it. All right. Well, then that's fine. We could do that. I can just run through mine and
we can just hit the ones any ones that we missed at the end. We can hit.
Okay. All right. That's fine. All right. You ready? Yes. We're gonna go right ahead. So we're gonna start off how we're doing it. If you weren't here last year and you didn't see how we did this, I'm doing the NFC this year. Chris is doing the AFC. Last year we did the opposite, and we're going one team or every team gets a prop bet. And we're gonna start with the North. Chris, go ahead. AFC
North.
AFC North.
AFC North. That's the Bengals Steelers division, right?
Yep. Come on, wise guy.
Well, I'm just making sure. Divisions are just the divisions. They don't have names in mind. Other than
this isn't basketball. There's definitely names. I definitely care about the division.
All right, so I'll start. We'll go in a little lightly here because I have some heavy hitters in this division. But we'll go Browns. I have Amari Cooper, 1,000 yards on the season. That's at plus 120. I think first full year with Watson, he's easily the wide receiver 1 on that team, and as long as he stays healthy, I easily see that happening. I'll take more than 50-50 odds on that.
As in the fantasy, if you watch the fantasy draft last Wednesday, shout out to the live stream if you want to watch it still. I picked Amari Cooper. I feel the same way. I think that's a great prop bet for them. I like that. I think you
over 1,000 last year, by the way.
Yeah, I know. You can get plus money. You can get plus money on him getting 1,000.
Yeah. All of my lines except for one are coming from fantasy.
Okay, sweet. Well, I think that's an amazing bet, and I would tail that. I like that bet a lot. I think Watson, as you said, building that connection this offseason. He got 1,000 last year with him playing like dog shit and him playing half the year. So you can get 1,000 with a quarterback that's.
What other receivers do they have? Like,
there's been a lot of hype about Elijah Moore that they traded for the Jets.
That doesn't really hype me up a lot.
No, I liked him on the Jets. I thought he was gonna be a good player. I think he could be a good player for the Browns. I don't know. I don't see him like Amari Cooper is an established veteran that we know is going to be good. So I think getting him in this sea of like Donovan Peoples-Jones, Cedric Tillman's a rookie. They have Marquise Goodwin. I don't know if you've heard that name in 5 years. But so he's definitely the leader of the doghouse here, and I think 1,000 yards is pretty easy for him.
I just double checked to make sure that was plus money, and it is. It's 1,000 yards in 3 of his last 4 seasons. The one that he didn't was that last year in Dallas when things were kind of rocky.
Yeah, that's when Dak was injured, right? And he was injured for a little bit. He was injured for like half the year that year, right?
He played 15 games.
No, okay. Well then, I guess not half the year. All right. Well,
that was the year where they drafted CD and they were like fading him out almost. They weren't bringing it back.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
All right, for my first North team, I'm going with the Green Bay Packers, and you're not gonna like this one, Chris. I'm going with their
not Jordan Love to win MVP.
Not Jordan Love to win MVP. All right, follow me on this one. I started out with I should have started out with an easier one, but under 2.5 regular season divisional wins plus.
So they have to go 2-4.
Yeah, plus 195.
I don't hate that.
They take the Bears. They take the Bears.
Get swept by one of those teams.
Yeah. So probably the Vikings. They probably get swept by the Vikings. They take one. They take one from the Bears because they own the Bears. Jordan Love does a little victory dance, and I think that's actually I don't want to. Actually, that's next episode, so it doesn't matter anyways. I like them week 1 against the Bears. And
plus money, aren't they?
Yeah, they're underdogs. They're plus 1.5.
I bet every single game. Thinking about that, I was like, I like that one.
Yeah.
I like every line.
Like them all.
They're all the underdogs too.
All right, well, map this out for me. Lions could sweep them. Vikings could sweep them. I don't think the Bears could sweep them.
The problem is I don't trust any of those teams.
What do you trust on the Packers?
The Packers are going to be really good. I'm not saying that, but like, I just haven't seen any of these teams like dominate the Packers since I've been alive.
What I was like thinking about.
I do like Jordan Love.
I know you like Jordan Love, but what I was thinking about is like every year it seems like they've always had Rodgers, so they've always had a dominant quarterback, and that's how you knew the offense was going to be good no matter what. Now you don't know if the offense is going to be good no matter what, and I don't see like you have Jair Alexander, you have David Bakhtiari, and you have Aaron Jones. Those are like the 3 good pieces on the team, and they're all
wait, is Zadarius Smith gone?
No, he's there. Zadarius Smith is there. Okay. So another edge rusher they have. No, is Zadarius Smith there? No, he may be on the Browns. Zadarius Smith.
Yes, he is on the Browns. You're right.
Look at me.
Oh, and he was on the Vikings.
Yeah, he was on the Vikings last year. Yeah.
Like 2 years.
God, Wise guys are looking slow this preseason. All right.
Yeah, that was tough.
All right. Anywho,
Justin's still there.
My point is they don't have they have a good corner and they have a good left tackle and they have 2 good running backs. That doesn't do it for me. And I know there's been like a little sneaky hype on the Packers, and I just don't see it
happening. Yeah, no. It would kind of be nice for like this to be the year that Packers aren't a threat. Not that they missed playoffs last year anyway, but this year for them to just be poopy.
It's be like real bad.
Not that I have anything against the Packers, but to get them out of my face almost.
What'll be tricky for this bet specifically is the last 2 weeks, December 31st and January 7th, they play 2 divisional games. And that last game might not matter whatsoever. So, who knows?
Yeah, that's who's the last game?
Bears. Bears.
Yeah, could be a stinker.
All right.
I don't hate the bet though, and you're getting it at what, plus 90 or plus 190?
Plus 190, good money.
Yeah. I don't hate it.
All right, your next team. What do you got?
All right, I will go with the Steelers. This one feels too easy. Their win total is set at 8.5. Over is minus 150.
It's a lock.
Tomlin's never finished under 500.
Never.
So this feels easy to me. And not like, even if you weren't that excited about the Steelers, you could just bank on that. But I am kind of excited about the Steelers.
It seems like a lot of people.
That defense is still one of the best in the NFL. Got year 2 of Pickett. You really just had to avoid the sophomore slump. Right? You've improved offensive line. Year 2 of Pickens. Najee probably bounced back year, right?
Yeah.
The other thing that worries me is the division. But I can definitely find 9 wins on that schedule.
The division's hard.
They'll beat teams that they have no business beating them.
They had a really good offseason, and sneakily, they just got on cut day Desmond King from the Texans. He was on the Titans, he was on the Chargers, he was on the Texans, and he's a good corner to pair up with Pat Pete. They just drafted Joey Porter Jr., so they're helping out their secondary, which was I don't know if it was technically weak because they still had Minka Fitzpatrick and they had the edge rush, but they kind of had a couple no-name guys.
You get a full season of TJ Watt also.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah, bounce back season or not bounce back, but like try to repeat season. He's trying to get like an MVP, so he's going to be out there. They're sneaky. Like there's some hype around them. I've seen some wild takes that they could go. Like people saying like, oh, they could possibly win some AFC playoff games.
I don't know about that, but I think they'll be in the playoff mix.
No, they definitely will. Mike Tomlin's a coach. It's the standard.
Is the standard.
Standard is the standard. And until Mike Tomlin's gone, the standard will always be the standard. And that's why 8.5 is a lock for over.
Have you seen? I'm looking at the schedule right now. I didn't even do this before I made the pick. It's not that hard. I'm just gonna name off like.
Start off hot.
Start off hot with the 49ers and the Browns. But the Browns, like, that's a toss-up. 49ers is tough, but they're only like a 2-point underdog. And they get the Raiders, the Texans, have the Rams on there, Packers,
Cardinals, the Colts,
Seahawks,
they can bully, Packers they'll beat,
Patriots, like.
Oh, that'll be a close game. I'll give you that. That'll be a close game.
Oh, that's a primetime game. That's Thursday night. Okay, that's okay then.
Hey, Pat Steelers is good. That's a good primetime game.
No, it's not.
That's a good team. What are you talking about?
It's not 2011.
All right, well, just pretend. Close your eyes.
The only thing that's cool.
Pretend Kenny Pickett's fat, and you're good to go.
I can't keep it.
Tom Brady's gonna be playing for the Pats anyways, so don't worry about it.
Oh yeah, you think?
Yeah.
You're in on the conspiracy.
Yeah, halfway through week 1, he's subbing in. They're gonna have an empty roster spot in the quarter. They're gonna have a mystery backup quarterback. All right,
but anyway, yeah, I don't like the schedule's pretty easy. Obviously, we don't know if the schedule's easy before the season started, but based on our preseason perceptions of these teams, I like it.
I like it too. I think the standard is the standard. A very similar pick of a team that doesn't have a standard. There's no standard, no culture. The Chicago Bears. I'm going with under 7.5 wins plus 110.
Oh.
Ooh! Give me that plus 110.
You get the Bears to go 7-10 at plus money. 2-15.
Yeah, I was gonna say you could get them going 1-16 for plus money. Like, this is gold. This is absolute gold. They're not a good football team.
I like that. No, they're not. And like
I'm not gonna lie. Wait, before you keep going. When sitting down and doing this, I was like, is this the team where it's like, because like their Super Bowl odds, like their NFC Championship odds are like plus 2,000. Super Bowl's like plus 6,000. I was like, is this the team that's like, they got their wide receiver. It seems like this is like the trend. They got their wide receiver. They beefed up some defense over the offseason. They spent a lot of money. Is this a team that is building around Justin Fields and is doing the right thing? And then I thought about it for like 2 seconds, and I was like, the Chicago Bears, they're not going to be good this year. Even if they're doing the right thing, they're not going to be good this year.
That's basically what I was going to say, is I'm not criticizing where they're at as an organization.
Yeah, they're just not Fields, 8 wins.
He's got long ways to go, I think, especially as a passer. But they're going to be better than they were last year. It doesn't mean that they're going to be a borderline 500 team.
Yeah, they won 2 games.
Could be. It's not out of the question.
They won 2 games.
Like, people are forgetting, because Fields was so exciting the second half of last year, people forget how horrible the team was. They were the worst. They were the worst team in the NFL. They were worse than the Texans.
They were bad. They got literally the number 1 pick.
Let's just pump the brakes a little bit.
I know. Plus money for 7.5 wins under is insanity. That's insanity.
That is insanity. These are just too easy. We're gonna win all these.
All right, let's keep going.
Burrow's gonna win MVP.
I already have that too.
700.
I already have that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, that's.
Damn it! God damn it! Every goddamn year.
I bet you don't have my Super Bowl team. Say that.
It better not be.
Can we save those ones for the end too?
Yeah, we'll do it at the end.
Okay.
All right, Joe Burrow MVP. I have it. I like it. I like it a lot.
So it's a plus 700. I think at some point he's gonna get one. No one in the league this year aside from Jordan Love really talking to me there.
Besides Jordan Love.
Like plus 700 on a guy who's definitely gonna be in the conversation as long as he's on the field.
That's great money.
Seems like a good bet to me.
So, this is my theory with the Bengals. They were a year too early their Super Bowl year. But they were almost 2 years early their Super Bowl year. And then last year...
2 years too early?
Like, last year, they should have made the Super Bowl and lost the Super Bowl. And then...
I see what you're saying.
This year, they're proven... They've been through a couple battles. They've been to a Super Bowl. Now they've been and lost before Super Bowl. Joe Burrow had this hurt thing at the beginning. It seems like he's good to go. There hasn't been much drama besides that all offseason, which I like. I'm all for it. Their wide receivers are amazing. All of their weapons are amazing. And Joe Burrow is just Joe fucking cool, man. He's the man. So
that's right.
Plus 700 to get the man as your MVP vote. That's all I need.
That's right. He's also on my fantasy team, so I'm gonna
ride or die
on wood there because sometimes I am ride or die with my guys, but there are times where I jinx things, so that's why I'm gonna knock on wood here. I'm just gonna stop talking.
All right. Well, to move on, Minnesota Vikings. I have this one's just a little spicy one. I couldn't get the official odds. You might have to do a little parlay on FanDuel if you can do that for futures. I don't really know. But TJ Hawkinson.
Certain things, but there's weird rules.
Over 800 receiving yards and over 5.5 touchdowns.
Year? Why?
For the year. Why? Because they have Justin Jefferson. They lost Adam Thielen. That's a huge target share for them. They used him a lot last year. He was the number 2 tight end in fantasy football, if that means anything. And Kirk Cousins is his final pass in a playoff game was to TJ Hawkinson as a check down. If that on 4th and 15, if that tells you anything,
I remember that.
It'll tell you that Kirk Cousins will throw to him no matter what the opportunity is. If he's open, he's going to get the ball. So I believe in it. 800 yards just doesn't seem like too much for me. It seems like that's pretty feasible. And 5 touchdowns.
50 a game.
Yeah, he's their number 1 tight end. He's probably their second best receiver if Jordan Addison doesn't come out the gates with flames coming out of his ass.
I like that. He's just like he's just like a reliable guy.
Yeah, and red zone threat. So I was thinking he could get six touchdowns pretty easily. Yeah, hell, he could get 6 touchdowns within like the first 9 weeks.
Right.
All right, one more in the north. You got the Ravens.
Trying to decide because I have a couple here. Decide which one I want to use.
This pod's gonna be a doozy. Actually, it's only been 22. Right. I thought it's been like the 40.
With what I have written down, which is Lamar Jackson, at least 6 rushing touchdowns on the season.
Only
minus
6?
130.
Only 6.
It's minus 130, but that's not a lot of juice.
No.
Like that?
I like it. I mean, it's not a lot of juice.
That's basically a third of the games. He's gonna get a rushing touchdown.
And I think that's pretty
Actually,
standard.
when you put it that way, that sounds like 6.
Seems like
I think this is going to be a huge bounce back year for him.
Speaking of the Ravens, while we're on the discussion of the Ravens, I saw multiple Ravens fans post like their wide receivers, like their team picture of their wide receiver group on their Instagram story, and it's like finally. And I was looking at the wide receiver group, and I was looking at Odell Beckham, Nelson Aguilar, a rookie, a third-year guy who I don't know if he's good, and then a bunch of bums. So if look, as I said a couple weeks ago, they have put their stamp on it that there's no more excuses. They've put their stamp that this is the wide receiver core. So they can't then turn around and say that the wide receiver core is bad, because it's bad. It's not good. It's not a good wide receiver core. Maybe it's not as bad as the years previously, but it's still not great. So I mean, I guess tying that all back into your bet, I could see them not having a red zone threat besides Mark Andrews, and Lamar having to take a lot of those carries in.
Also, looking at his career, so the last 2 years, he only has 3-2, but he's only played 12 games those years. 2020 and 2019, where he played almost full seasons, he had 7 touchdowns each year.
He's got to play a full season this year, right? He's got to. He has to. Like, if he got the money, of course it has to be health. Like, it's not his choice most of the time. So, but he's gotta play a full season this year. All right, Lions. I have 2 that I like that are pretty juicy.
I have one that I'm gonna throw into while we're on this.
It might be one of yours. They might be one of yours. I have conference winner plus 800, because if not the Eagles, then who? It's a desperate list if you say and who.
You don't like San Fran?
I like San Fran. I do like San Fran. But besides those 2, there's no one to fill in the gap, and the Lions is a good bet to throw in there. And that being said, Dan Campbell, Coach of the Year, plus 800 as well.
Oh, I thought it plus 1,000 on FanDuel.
Ooh, I like that. We'll ride with that.
Juice that up.
Yeah, let's juice it up.
But the one that I did that's already in was a Fanatics free bet. It's them to get the 1 seed.
Ooh,
I think that was at plus 800 as well.
Juicy.
So Lions are another one where I don't even know if I believe in them because of what. Like, they're another one where they're the opposite of the Packers. The Packers, I've never seen bad in my life. The Lions, I've never seen good. Yeah. Made the playoffs once, I think, and even that year they were okay. I want to believe this year. Like, I'm just going to throw all that out. I'm excited for the Lions this year. I feel like
I think we just got to get into it.
Not we necessarily, but NFL world in general was a little too excited on the last year. They came out and they shat the bed for the first 7 weeks of the year. But to Dan Campbell off and the guys on that roster. But they finished strong. They won that game in Green Bay. So you built excitement for the next year. Now the pressure's on. Mm-hmm. Right? Now if they're 9-8, not like, oh, like the Lions are a good team, good for them.
There's no sneaky good. Yeah, there's no sneaky good.
They're the favorite to win the division. Probably the 3rd best team in the NFC, count-wise. So pressure's on. Like, this is the year. This is the year where it's like,
nut up or shut up.
Guys are up. You've built the team. Like, you've drafted your guys. You're not trying to. Obviously, you're always trying to build through the draft, but you're not like banking on getting more good young players. Like, this is the team. This is the year where you actually take the step forward.
Yeah, I agree. And it's not like I have them as conference winners as a bet because I think it's a good bet, but like I don't expect them to win the Super Bowl. But do I expect them to be the top 4 seed and win the division? Yeah. Yeah, I do. I do expect that of the Lions now. Which is
crazy to say.
A scary thing to say about the Lions.
It's horrifying.
Yeah, it really is.
Their over-under wins is 9.5.
It's high. It's real high. The Lions. These are the Detroit Lions we're talking about. It must be nice to be up in Detroit right now. For the first time in forever, they have.
Well, hopefully it still is in 3 months.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree. All right, let's move on. Let's go to the South. We went to the North. Now let's go to the South. Go ahead.
We go with a kind of a weird one. The Texans, I have Will Anderson, 10 sacks. That's a plus 200.
Ooh, I like
Figured
that.
you made a big trade
Yeah.
for him. Like, you gave up your first round pick next year, which is
Insane.
most likely going to be another high pick. So they must have seen something. Sacks isn't that many. Maybe NFL lines don't know how to defend him yet. I like the odds on it. It's a freak at Alabama.
I like the odds too. He was an absolute freak. He was like the number one player on the board for most people. He is like he's like on paper the guy that you want on the edge of the line. So they clearly, as you said, they traded up to get him. That coach that they got was a defensive coach, so he should know how to use him. Huh?
Who's their coach?
DeMarco Ryan, right, from the Niners.
Oh yeah.
And so
D'Amico Ryans.
D'Amico Ryans. So to be able to trade up and get him, and as you said, spend that pick, 10.5 sacks. I like it. Could be on his way to win Defensive Rookie of the Year if that happens.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, throw that in there. I think that was
they could 400. Be. Yeah, add those two together, you have the juicy payout.
Only worry that I have is that I have no other threats on the edge. That if he does start tearing it up early, then he'll just get double and triple teams every week.
That's definitely possible.
At Bama, he had 10 sacks his senior year, or if that was junior or senior, but 10 sacks his last year. Year before, he had 17 and a half.
Damn.
He's a force.
Really is. I like that bet a lot. All right, Saints. I have Michael Thomas, comeback player of the year, plus 5,000. Plus 5,000.
About Damar.
I know Damar. They gave it to Alex Smith, right?
He plays this season. He's going to win it.
That's what I thought. All right. See, you're right. You have a good point. And they did that with Alex Smith. Got it right. All right, then yeah, he's gonna get it. Well, then this bet's kind of off, but
you're basically not to ruin your bet. You're basically betting on him to get hurt.
On Damar Hamlin to get hurt?
Yes.
No, I'm not betting on. Yes, I know if he plays, he's gonna win it. So it's just all right. Fine, it's a bad bet then. I don't like the Saints, so I don't know what to tell you. I like Michael Thomas. Give you that. I don't know. I like Slample.
I like him too. He's on the
I
fantasy bench.
I think he gets a bad rap.
He does get a bad rap. He set the single season receptions record for them.
All right, Michael Thomas, comeback player of the year.
I would like it if it wasn't for.
Was it for
guy in
DeMar?
Buffalo?
All right, whatever. We're moving on. Next up, Saints were just throwing out then because
right.
I don't like the Saints.
I thought it was gonna be something about Derek Carr to throw.
Derek Carr interceptions. Yeah, what's most interceptions for Derek Carr? Give me that.
All right, I will go with. Wait, I wrote Trevor Lawrence plus 150. Let me figure out what that was, but I'll go with my Titans one, which is over 7.5 wins. I think 7.5 wins is a low total for this team.
I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't paying attention because Derek Carr is plus 1,800 to have the most interceptions.
Oh boy!
Ew, that's the pick. That's the pick now. Right,
switch it up.
Saints pick is Derek Carr.
Take the cap off the pen.
Yeah, no, the cap is off the pen. It is getting switched. All right, what were you saying?
1,800. That's good odds. So my Trevor Lawrence one confused me because I didn't write down what it was. I just wrote down the odds. So I'm gonna figure that out. Okay. My Titans pick is over 7.5 wins.
We're a Titans podcast.
A little bit about them. We are, yeah. We're tighten up.
We're tighten up. We're a Titans podcast.
Yeah, so tight. But this team, we've talked about it. Tannehill is Tannehill. If he's on the field, you know what you're gonna get, which is fine. To go to the Super Bowl, I need him to win 8 games.
They're not
Still
bad.
have Henry. Defense is gonna be at worst, probably, right?
Yeah.
No, I trust Rabel. Don't even have to be over 500.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it when D Hop signed. We've talked about it. I think we talked about it a couple episodes ago, and the fact that it's just kind of like the same team as last year, and they won way more games than you expected. I think they won 8 and 9. They went, and that was with like a terrible quarterback at the last 6 weeks. They didn't have a quarterback, so
Yeah, it was like Josh Dobbs.
yeah. So like if Tannehill can play all 17 games, they'll win 9 games. They'll win 8 games. I like that bet a lot. All right, I'm just gonna get these two because they're the same bet, but even though they're for the same division. I have the Falcons and I have the Panthers of division winners. Plus 375 for the Panthers. It might be up now, and plus 250 for the Falcons. And I've already bet both of them, so I think one of the two will win.
You just don't like the Saints.
Yeah, it's a bet against the Saints, and the Bucks are just it's not gonna work. So it's a bet against the Saints. And I think both these teams, I mean, especially the Falcons, have definitely the better shot of completing this. I don't know. That's what I got.
I like Atlanta, and I almost like if I had the NFC futures, I was considering of picking our boy Arthur to win Coach of the Year.
Arthur.
I don't hate that, but the only thing there that I saw is that Desmond Ridder did not get named captain.
Oh, never mind. this guy's a bum. Then this is awful. What do you mean he didn't get captain? Every
quarterback gets captain.
That's what I'm saying. How do you not get captain? Oh, that's terrible for the program.
I know.
That's not what I wanted to hear. That's not what I wanted to hear at all. That's like worse than him tearing his ACL.
It is. Even Haskins was a captain.
That's what I'm saying. God sakes, he's not a captain. I'm gonna look up the Falcons captains.
I'm gonna look up who is not captains.
Falcons captains are Grady Jarrett. Oh, this is last year's.
Lance was not a captain last year. There's if we're doing a.
Yeah, no, it's not. Young Wei Koo got it before Ridder.
Well, it had to have a special teams guy.
Oh,
who is it on offense?
I think it's offensive lineman Jake Matthews and Chris Lindstrom. Gross. All right, well, whatever. Let's just keep going. What do you got? Hello?
Lost you for a second.
Oh, yeah, we're back. Are you back? All right, you're up next.
Okay. I figured out the Trevor Lawrence one. I have Trevor 30 touchdowns or more passing at plus 150.
Ooh, plus money for that?
Stacked now.
I love it.
Stacked.
Yeah, that's great.
Little under 2 a game. He's going to have games where he's throwing 4 touchdowns.
Oh, yeah.
Calvin Ridley. I wanted to do a Ridley one, but I couldn't find one that I really liked. I think it could be a big year for Ridley.
He's going to bet on himself. He's going to bet on himself. He's going to listen to this pod, so.
Think on that.
He's going to know all the features.
To every pod that even mentions gambling.
Yeah, well, he's the thumbnail, too. He knows. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, he is the thumbnail. But anyway, Jags, like, even last year they had weapons.
Mm-hmm.
He did just fine with Christian Kirk. And even Zay Jones and Ingram was good for them last year. You have ETN, too. Like, this has turned into a really good offense. I still think they're going to rely on the passing game to score points. And I think they're going to score a lot of points. So, do the math there. Peace out.
I love it. I absolutely love it. I think Trevor's the guy this year. Like, I think Trevor's the guy this year. He's absolutely, like, it's his kind of belt to lose for the guy.
Yes. He's another one, though, where, like, the pressure's on. This isn't a take a step This isn't a moral victories year.
Yeah. That was last year. He already did it.
You are the clear favorite.
Yep.
In the division.
And it might be a year too early because he maybe shouldn't have won that playoff game, but he did. So it's time. It's time to buckle up.
Yep.
It's time to get in there. And they upgraded
and they were
like he's the guy.
Very close in that Chiefs game.
Oh yeah, they were right there. So they upgraded their team like he's the guy, and they're putting pieces around him. So
gambled on Ridley.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
That was a wise pun.
I love it. Absolutely love it. That was a wise pun. That was a good one. All right. Next up, I have the Bucks. Worst record plus 950.
950?
Give me that, dude. Easy. I have 2 worst record bets. But one is
plus... Arizona the other one?
Yeah. Because it's still plus money. Plus 340.
Oh my god.
I know. It's like, but you bet both those, you're getting money no matter what. I almost threw the Rams in there too.
Houston could sneak in there.
Said Houston. Houston could sneak in there.
Yeah. I just completely lost my train of thought. But yeah, when we did the quarterback tiers, I had first team in the NFL as one of my B tiers. Was those 2 clowns down there. I do think that Baker might get off to a hot start this year. Because that's how it goes.
Yeah, but didn't we already try that and they're playing someone good week 1?
We're playing Seahawks? No, the Rams are playing the Seahawks.
They're playing the Vikings. Yeah, no, at 1 o'clock. They're playing Kirk. So that's not happening.
Yeah. I don't know.
He'll have a good game against the Bears next week.
Yeah.
And then he'll get stomped by the Eagles. Nah, they're going to be terrible. They're going to be bad.
Yeah, no, they're going to be horrible. I like those
games,
odds on that.
But yeah, plus 950 is pretty good. All right.
There's no easy games when you're the Bucks. Who are the easy game?
What's you missing the Colts?
All right, this is my best one of this division. Anthony Richardson, offensive rookie of the year, plus 700.
Damn it, that's my pick too.
I think I saw that on your tweet, so it might have delayed the
stolen it
in my mind. But I think those odds are good for a quarterback, first of all, because if one of the quarterbacks is good, they'll win Rookie of the Year.
That's what I was thinking.
It's kind of like, it's not as skewed as MVP is, but if just one of them is pretty solid, then they're going to win it. And he's boom or bust for sure, but I think it's definitely telling that on the starting job right away.
Captain.
They're definitely excited about it. Oh, he's a captain?
Yeah,
oh, Ritter isn't?
Yeah, man. I'm telling you.
You see, also, he was staying late at the facility. He's already prepping.
They didn't have to have practice on Tuesday, and he was in the facility for 8 hours. Yep. I'm impressed by this kid. Yeah, this kid's a winner.
I am too. He's had a great preseason.
I'm all for it.
And when he did the Fly Eagles Fly, that was a bit much.
But it shows confidence.
And when you're the Colts. Right, yeah. That's true.
What I like, too, is, as you said, the boomer bust. If he booms, he's going to boom like a freaking firework, man. Like, he is going to boom out the roof. So, if you can ride that boom, and he gets, like, literally 3 games of him doing well, he could steal the award.
Yeah. Definitely.
All right. Now we're moving on to the West. 2 more divisions for the people at home that are keeping track.
We're making good time.
Yeah, I think we're making good time. All right. I'm riding it off with the Seahawks over 9.5 wins plus 125. They just have to be a little bit better than last year. And the NFC is worse.
That's true.
The issue is if Geno becomes a pumpkin. Neither can I, dude, because I don't know if Geno... I looked at Geno's... I was going to trade... Because I have Tua. I was going to trade someone Tua in our league. And I looked at Geno's projected points, because I was like, oh, whoever has Geno will want Tua. He's projected 19 points.
He was a top 5 quarterback last year.
I know. So, if I mean, if he turns into a pumpkin, then it all goes downhill. But if he keeps this up, then who knows?
Can't. This is the one team in the NFL more than any of them that I just can't get a read on.
Neither can I, because that's like
Like,
the roster's not good. The roster's not very good. But like,
oh, like they have pieces. I don't know. Don't.
all right.
I have nothing to say.
Well, then
on
let's
the
just keep
Seahawks,
going.
Honestly,
Yeah, they're an enigma of a team this year.
I don't like or dislike what pick you made.
Noted. All right.
I think
cool.
Pete Carroll will chew his gum really hard.
Oh, he
That's
definitely
my
will.
prediction.
All right.
All right, where are we going? Which direction?
Well, we went west. I went west, so you got to follow.
Oh, that was. Wait, did you skip a team?
No, because I did Falcons and Panthers at the same time.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay. West. This one I like. I have the Chiefs to win exactly 12 games, plus 500.
I like
It's going
that.
back and forth
Did you
between
map
12
out?
and 13.
You map out the
13
ones?
might be a bit much.
Because like I was gonna do
Didn't
exact
do
wins
this.
for
This was
Eagles,
just a
but I
gut
didn't.
feeling.
I didn't map it out.
Like, none of the Chiefs ones are that fun.
No,
I
that's what the
figured I'll
Eagles
just
ones are
take
terrible.
a shot.
Yeah, I like it. I like the 12 games. I think they can. They always, especially the Super Bowl champs, like they'll slip a couple in November. You know, they'll lose to the Dolphins in November, and then like I don't know, have a
Right,
close
I'm
game
gonna-
against the Raiders or
Let me
something.
call my shots here. We're going to start 3-0, lose to the Jets on Sunday night because everyone's going to be excited about the Jets after that, which we'll get to later. Bounce back, lose 1 to the Chargers. Lose. Oh, that's a London game. Yeah. Lose to the Dolphins. Eagles get revenge. And then they will lose a weird one. Say the Pats beat them.
All right, cool.
It's 5.
All right, that's cool. So
12 and 5.
other opportunities.
I gotta write that down in case I called that correctly.
Yeah, all right. I'll remember. Jets, Chargers, Dolphins, Eagles, Pats.
Guys, yeah.
All right, cool. I got it. I got it.
Lose tomorrow night. It's gonna be
Yeah, it's gonna be over. So, all right. I guess we can talk about tomorrow night in a little bit. All right. I like it though. With these top teams, it's hard to pick a good bet that will give you any sort of odds. So this is fun to root specifically for 12. I like that. All right. My next West team, Rams under 6.5 wins, minus 115.
You are such a Rams hater.
They soiled me last year too hard. They soiled me. They made me look like a fool.
Yeah.
I look like an absolute fool. Cooper Kupp's already out for week 1.
I did see that.
Like, come on.
Weren't they like considering putting him on reserve too?
Oh, I didn't see that. No, I didn't. Luckily, I don't
Maybe it
have
was
him in any fantasy teams.
Oh, I didn't draft him at all. I stayed away.
No, I stayed away too.
Not that I don't like him in fantasy, but when you see a Q next to somebody's name and they're like, yeah, we don't really know. Because some of the guys you see the Q and it's like, oh, they'll be fine. Other guys are like him, Judy. It's like, yeah,
Maybe
not gonna play week 1.
Yeah, maybe not.
Those guys, those injuries will linger.
Won't play Sunday, could go on injured
hell away.
reserve. Oof. It's gonna be bad. And it's a hamstring
That's
too.
not
This
great.
is not till like midweek.
Oh yeah, strings and turf toes for receivers.
Yeah, they're the worst. They just never go away. And that sucks. I
Do
love
not.
Cooper Kupp. That's such a sad.
Yeah,
Hopefully this doesn't linger.
he really is a likable guy.
Yeah, hopefully this doesn't linger. All right. Under 6.5 though, like you're not gonna defend him. You said I'm a Rams hater, but you're not gonna defend him.
I can't give up on the Rams this early.
How are they gonna win 7 games?
I don't know.
How are they gonna win 7 games? I don't know who's on their
Aaron
defense.
Donald's still on the team.
All right, yeah, you got Aaron Donald.
Stafford's still on the team.
Yeah,
Still on the team.
barely. Cubs barely on the team.
Hanging on by a thread. I'll
Literally,
take it.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that.
All right, let's just move on. We're not getting anywhere. We're not getting anywhere with this. Go ahead. What's your next one? Rip your next two. I already did the Cardinals. We already talked about them.
Oh, yeah, that's right. All right. Well, I just have two simple over-unders. Broncos, I'm hitting the under 8.5 wins. And they're another one where I can't really get a read on, but how bad they were last year, 8.5 is a little high.
How many did they end up winning, though, last year? Didn't they end up winning, 7?
Oh.
You sure?
Yeah. We looked this up last time.
All right. Denver
5-12.
All right, 5-12. You don't think they could do a little bit better than that?
Yeah. They can win 3 more games.
They have to be under 8.5. Oh wait, I thought it was 7.5. 8.5. Okay, yeah, I'm for it. They're not going to win 9 games. They're going to be improved from last year. They're going to be better just because it doesn't.
I've
can't get worse.
And Sean Payton a lot of praise on here. I don't think that Russ is completely torched.
You think we see any Stidham?
Ooh.
Think there's Stidham watch.
That's fair to watch.
Stidham watch is definitely
Jared
out
Stidham
there.
Start a game.
That's a good bet.
You given up on Stidham?
Have I given up on? No, not after that Raiders performance when he threw for 4 touchdowns against the Niners. Not after that. Can never give up on the guy after that one. Is Stidham a good quarterback? No. Could he possibly start for this team? I could see it. Crazier things have happened in the NFL.
While we're on this, did you see the Sean Payton what he said about Russell Wilson?
No. Didn't he say he needs to calm down?
Eliminate the brand.
Yeah.
Fucking kissing babies.
Yeah, he said he's not a politician. Yeah, he told him he's not a politician. It's not about the
Which
brand.
is dead accurate.
Yeah, it's good advice.
Yeah, it's
be a
great
football
advice.
player. Be a a mentor to these younger players. Not be just a celebrity.
But I do I have sang the praises for Sean Payton. I think he'll be a difference maker. I just
don't think it's 9 wins.
Don't know about this roster. Yeah. And, the division is tough. The conference is tough. So
I like it.
Bouncing to Vegas. I'm gonna go over 6.5 on the Raiders wins.
Believing in Jimmy.
I don't think the Raiders. Yeah.
Jimmy's a winner.
You know me with Jimmy.
He's a winner. He's a winner, man. He's a winner.
Is he gonna play this whole season? I mean, he needs a pillow in his helmet. Is he gonna play this whole season and they're only gonna win 6 games?
No, not in my book.
I can't accept that. We're 6-11 last year.
If Jimmy plays 17,
faster,
you win 11. You win 11 of them. That's all I gotta say. Yeah, just there you go.
Be 9.
I like it.
Give me 7.
That's all you need. All you need is 7.
This team can't go 7-10.
Definitely can go 7-10. They're pretty.
The only problem is I hate McDaniels.
Yeah, McDaniels is a bum. He already has Chandler Jones wanted to drop out of everything.
Oh, I didn't see that before I made this.
That's okay. He'll come back. He'll get over it.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna roll with it.
All right. My last West pick. This is a makeup bet. There's no odds. Maybe you can find it out there somewhere. But 49ers betting over 1.5 quarterbacks to start the season. Throughout the season, named starting quarterback over 1.5. Lock it in.
Couldn't find that bet?
No, I looked it up. I couldn't find it.
Okay. I mean, even if you did 2.5.
I still might take it. Yeah, I still might take it. Oh.
Yeah, I don't know about Purdy. Not sold.
I don't think he needs to be sold. I don't think he needs to be good. This team is not a generational quarterback away. I think it's just hey, Brock Purdy and or Sam Darnold get the ball to Christian McCaffrey and Deebo.
Oh, I forgot about Darnold.
Darnold's there.
I have my doubts with the 49ers. Are we gonna do this every year? At what point does it matter?
I think we just gotta see it matter. We just gotta see it matter, you know?
Because it did matter when Nick Mullins was out there. We're not a good team. And you blame that all on Jimmy G getting hurt. So it's not the Kyle Shanahan thing has gone a little bit too far where it's just throw any random guy on the street out there at quarterback. They did.
Kyle Shanahan
didn't
prove
work.
it year.
Not even that. Like, I'm just saying that, like, he's already proved. Well, he hasn't proven he can win
He
the
hasn't
big
proven
one.
anything.
Chokes every time. He's proven that he can in games to get to the playoffs, but no, hasn't proven he can go all the way. And like, people not remember the year after they made the Super Bowl? They were a disaster.
We're pretty bad.
I'm not saying like they had no one at quarterback.
I just think their defense.
They had a lot of injuries. It is, yeah, but it was that year.
I mean, you make a good point. You make a good point. I personally, I don't think it matters.
I'm not saying they're gonna suck. I'm just saying, like,
let's slow our roll down.
Just because their offense has worked with mediocre quarterbacks in the past doesn't mean that it's like Purdy's guaranteed to continue to be successful. That's all I'm saying.
I'd agree. I also think that if he's any level of successful, they can win a lot of games in the NFC. Like any sort of success, you know? If he can just get the ball in the playmaker's hands, they'll be good to go. All right.
For sure.
Time for the East.
Whoa. I still have one more.
My bad. Go ahead.
Help me, because you keep doing 2 at times. But
yeah, I know.
Chargers. Don't even get me started. I'm trying to find a future for this team. I don't want to talk about them at all. But I have rookie receiver Quentin Johnston over 575 yards receiving.
I like that.
I don't know why. That's just a gut feeling.
I like that. I like that gut feeling. I think Herbert is going to throw.
And Allen probably misses like 5 or 6 games, right?
Oh, I have him in like 2 fantasy leagues. Don't say that. I like that. I think you're right. Keenan Allen's going to have miss some time. Mike Williams is going to have some time where he's missing. Quentin Johnston's going to be...
And not hurt, just missing.
Yeah, he's just gone. There's always been this like extra necessary receiver for the Chargers, and that's him. So I think if they can get him working in 575 yards for a rookie, 600 yards for rookie, I mean, come on, that's not that bad. That's not that hard. And
the way I look at it is, if they felt needed receiver enough to go get one in the first round, he's gonna get the ball.
Yeah, and Herbert's gonna pass for 5,000 yards, so 600.
But yeah, they don't run the football.
Yeah,
they have a running back. He doesn't run though.
No, he also catches.
He does.
All right, I like that pick. I like that pick a lot. Now we good to go move east.
That's okay.
All right, Giants. Darren Waller over 4.5 touchdowns, plus 116.
Really?
Yeah.
4.5. Huh.
So.
I like that. I guess the problem is they don't score touchdowns.
That's the issue, but the other issue is
a lot of field goals.
The issue that's helping Darren Waller is he's by far the best receiver on this team.
Oh, by universe.
Yeah, like I was looking at it.
Paris Campbell, Hodges,
Isaiah Hodges, Jalen Hyatt.
What's the guy that torched the Commanders last year?
Wan'Dale Robinson. They always have that one guy. They probably still have Sterling Shepard, and they have one other guy that's
Jesse James.
Jesse James.
That was the guy.
I don't think he's on that team.
Even if he's still on the team, but last year I remember like he's had all these catches in that Sunday.
They just signed your boy Cam Sims.
Yeah, 80, because I kept thinking he was freaking Victor Cruz. Like, no, it's Richie James. He's getting every first down.
He's a Kansas City Chief, am I right? Nice.
He'll be great.
Yeah, it'll be fantastic. So Darren Waller is going to be the only red zone threat besides Saquon and Daniel Jones himself. I think he could easily find 5 touchdowns in him. He just needs to stay healthy as long as he's on the field.
I like that. He does need to stay healthy. I just pulled up his stats.
He's never
often injured.
Yeah, never
played like 2 full seasons.
Yep. All right. What you got?
I will go we'll start South Beach. I love the Dolphins this year. I don't know why.
They're gonna be good.
I don't know why. I have them over 9.5 wins. I think this team getting to 10 wins is pretty realistic.
It's gonna be hard because I mean all these
won 9 games last year.
They won 9 last year. They have some easy ones too that some of the other guys don't. Like they had the Broncos, the Giants, the Panthers. I guess that's about it. The Raiders, your Commanders, if you want to call them. I don't know. I mean, I'll be fair.
What are you doing here?
I don't know. They don't have a terrible schedule. I think they can. They're gonna we already have them winning the Chiefs game in London. They could beat the Titans in December in Miami. They could take one from the Bills like they did last year, and yeah, I mean, I could definitely see them winning 10 games. They're a stacked roster, offense and defense of the side of the ball. Like they have studs everywhere you look on this roster. So I'm all for it.
He's out for a little bit though, isn't he?
Yeah, he's out for at least
a little bit,
the first
a
4.
lot.
Maybe it's like half the season, but I don't think it really matters that
full
much.
Meniscus repair.
He has Xavier Howard. They just drafted Cam Smith out of South Carolina, and they have other good secondary pieces that they've had last year. So, I still believe in them. Sadly, because
I liked this team last year, and things just kind of went awry. Really, the second Tua went down. So hopefully, up we get a full season of Tua. Yes, for his own sake, he stays healthy on the field, but also for the sake of the team.
Yeah, they ride or die by
the Skylar Thompson thing.
Yeah, they ride or die. Mike White now, but yeah, they ride or die with Tua. They can't have Mike White out there.
Well, you could have 1 week of Mike White.
One great, excellent week of Mike White. One fantastic week. They should just save Tua for a week. When they play the Panthers,
just rest
Mike
him.
White is playing against the Panthers.
He's a starting pitcher in baseball.
Yeah, exactly.
We're shutting you down for the last week of the year.
Yeah, what's the game before their bye week? That's gonna be just shut him down.
Oh yeah, get him 2 weeks.
Yeah, just shut him down for 2 weeks. I love it. I think Mike McDaniel should call us up and tell him we should tell him to rest Tua.
Anyone were to do it too, would be him.
Yeah,
such a weirdo.
Yeah, and he would make it look. He would have some smart way to clarify it and look like a genius.
Oh yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah. All right.
When is their bye week?
Cowboys.
Okay, after the Chiefs game. Come on.
You're not gonna like this. Cowboys.
Okay.
Conference odds. Plus 600.
Oh. Win the conference?
To win the conference.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna need some justification.
All right, justification. When you look at the National Football Conference, I see the Eagles. We talked about the Niners. Talked a little bit about some Seahawks. We talked about some Lions.
Some Lions? You picked them to win the conference.
Look, I'm saying these are good bets. I didn't say I'm not picking them to win the conference. When I look at the roster of the Cowboys, and I know it's the roster every year, they say the same thing. It's always this. I mean, I get the bets against it. It's always the same thing. But you can't deny that this roster is great. They have a great roster. If they put all the pieces together, they could be an unstoppable force on the offensive and defensive side of the ball. The issue is that their head coach is a watermelon, and they're the Cowboys. That's the issues with this team, is that they're the Cowboys and their head coach is a doofus.
Did they get any better from last year?
Yeah, I think they got better. They got Brandon Cooks and they got Stephon Gilmore. And Stephon Gilmore was fine last year.
Gilmore and Cooks. That's
Brandon
shaking in my boots.
Dude, Brandon Cooks is a 1,000-yard receiver every year.
Replacement level receiver.
That's good.
The Texans, they had no receivers.
Oh God, he has been good everywhere he's gone. He's got 1,000 yards every single season besides one. Can't tell me Brandon Cooks is not a good player. He's a good player.
He is.
Good wide receiver. And he's pairing him up with CeeDee Lamb, and Tony Pollard's getting the majority of the carries. And the issue with that is that Dak Prescott...
Why is that better than what they had last year?
Because they had old man Zeke, and they had CeeDee Lamb and no one
Right,
else.
but they didn't have to give him the ball. Like, they still used Pollard a lot.
Well, I'm not talking about last year. I'm talking about this year.
Right, but I'm saying trying to figure out how they got better. That's where the root of the question is.
I like Mozzie Smith, the defensive tackle that they drafted. I like Deuce Vaughn, the guy that they drafted.
Sure, I forgot about Deuce Vaughn.
Yeah, he's 5'6". Look, I get the arguments, and I hate defending the Cowboys. It's just a good bet. It's a good bet. When you look at the rest of the teams and you look at the rosters on the rest of the teams, that makes it a good bet.
If we're playing Madden, then I love it.
I know. That's exactly. See, that's where the bet's coming from. That's where the value is coming from in the bet.
Your brain is just poisoned by all the high overalls.
Pretty much. Pretty much. Whatever. Go on then. What do you got next?
Sorry, Brandon Cooks. I shouldn't have.
Yeah, honestly, that's a huge low blow. Yeah, huge low blow to Brandon Cooks.
He's solid. I just thinking about Dak and Mike McCarthy winning playoff games.
I know it's crazy. I know it doesn't make any sense, but like when the players are on the field, if you just ignore the two most important aspects to coaching the quarterback, then you're good to go.
All right, I'll give you that.
All right, cool. Change the uniform, change the coach, change the quarterback. This is Super Bowl team. Super Bowl team. All right. What do you got?
All right. Go to the Bills, and this is another team where it's like, jeez.
Sorry. That was.
Was that about the Bills, or
no,
you just letting out?
No, okay. It was just letting it out.
I thought. You have done that about the Bills before.
So we have to talk about them.
Just
just disgust me.
I have Stephon Diggs over 1,150 yards.
Wow.
Done it every year in Buffalo. I think that's a low total.
It's a high number, but it's an easy bet. I
like a top 5 receiver in the league.
I'm gonna jump in similar. I have the Eagles, Devontae Smith over 925.5 receiving yards.
Ooh, yeah, I like that.
So both guys are gonna get the volume. We know what the offense is like. Like, this is what I like about both these bets, is that we know what we're gonna get. Kind of like the Steelers, the system is the system. The Buffalo and the Eagles know their system, and they know that both those players are gonna get the ball a lot of times. So just add both those in. Love them.
That's right.
Well, then we got
on the Bills. Do you like James Cook this year? Like, don't run the ball.
I wouldn't touch him with a 5-foot pole. I don't know. How am I
thinking about threats to take away these yards from Diggs, and I'm just not worried about them running the football. They don't do it.
I'm not worried about anyone stealing yards from Diggs. Maybe their rookie Dalton Kincaid, the tight end, maybe he can get some catches, but a rookie tight end never steals anything. I got that kid Khalil Shakir last year. Maybe a second year he gets some more reps, but they still have what's his name as their number 2 wide receiver. Gabe
touchdown Gabe
Davis. And yeah, he's just a touchdown machine. I don't trust that guy either. So I wouldn't trust really anyone else on this Bills offense. In a way where I trust them. I trust them all, but I don't trust anyone to break out. I feel like they'd all be solid weapons and solid fantasy shit, but the only one I'm putting my emphasis on would be Stephon Diggs.
All right, we'll go.
We're on our
New York City. Right?
Oh wait, no, you got the Jets. I'm ahead again.
That's the miss the playoffs plus 110.
Ooh.
Don't.
You're all out. Missing the playoffs.
No, not excited about the Jets.
Hard Knocks stunk. was bad. I know you didn't even watch it.
Knox never stinks.
No, it was bad. It was an Aaron Rodgers love fest the whole time. The whole time.
Yeah.
It's just
Like he
look
wasn't
how,
that good last year.
and when it's like, look how cool
Good
this
is,
guy is.
how
Like,
good
he's
is he
great.
still? And Garrett Wilson, like, can we chill a little bit on the Garrett Wilson hype?
Oh yeah, he's the most
Just a
hyped
little bit.
wide receiver ever. Same with Gardner. I think Gardner's really good,
Yes.
but they're both.
Can we just relax?
They're hyped up as all pros already, and I get it. You know, rookie of the year. That always brings out the hype, but like, come on, like these guys are positioned as like top 3 wide receiver and number 1 corners. That's how they're talked about in the league, and that's ridiculous.
I would think Garrett Wilson's Jerry Rice.
Yeah, pretty much.
That people talk about.
Yeah.
And Sauce is Deion Sanders.
Talking about the Bills and the Jets come Monday night. I guess let's preview Friday. Whatever. We'll get to it then. We have enough. We're already an hour and 10 minutes.
Yeah, need more.
I like it. I think it's a risk. This is like probably one of the riskiest ones that we have. I think. But
yeah. It's like plus 110 too. So like Vegas is not all in either.
Yeah, it's pretty surprising odds when you think about how much the Jets have been talked about and hyped up. Like you would think missing the playoffs would be like plus 400.
Yeah, the way I look at it is they either end up like Buccaneers when Brady went there, maybe not winning the Super Bowl, but they're immediately a force and a respected opponent, or it's like the year when the Browns were really hyped up. It just doesn't. Those are my 2 scenarios.
And I think it mattered. Like I don't know, the Nathaniel Hackett stuff. He just looks like a doofus on Hard Knocks. The head coach doesn't seem like he's, he doesn't seem like he's a world beater or anything. So it'll be interesting to see how they put this team together. And it's kind of like, this is Aaron Rodgers' handpicked crew almost. So it'll be interesting to see if this type of thing can work for 2 different Hall of Fame quarterbacks now with Rodgers and Brady. I'm so sick of the Jets, so let's move on. We're on our teams now.
Super Bowl picks.
Super Bowl picks, yeah. Eventful offseason for you, Chris. New owner. How you feeling about it? How's the atmosphere in DC feeling coming into this season?
Oh, we sold out week 1.
Oh yeah.
So
including
that's
you.
A pretty big deal, including me. I will be there on Sunday. I'll try to take pictures and videos to put on the story. I bought my parking pass last night. We'll be in old tailgate spot, kind of. Not really, but in those parking lots. So I can be certain of one thing, and that's that there will be excitement for that game. After that game, who knows? Like I'm trying to lower my expectations on Sam Howell because I don't want to get hurt like I did with Wentz, because I was reminded today that I said some things about Wentz I probably shouldn't have said before the season started.
So you're keeping it mild with Howell.
Right. So like deep down, I have some pretty strong feelings, thoughts about being the surprise of the NFL and going to the NFC Championship and all that. But I'm not like, it's not going to be my official take on anything. It all depends on him. Obviously, like, I think everyone knows that. And I'm seeing way too much positivity, like, on Twitter.
Oh, no.
But, like, and I was even listening to Pardon My Take, and they had Pete Prisco on there, and they were like, I was taking a nap. I literally woke up to 50 asking him what is going to be the surprise of the year. And he's like, I think Sam Howell's going to be the surprise of the year. And I was like, I just don't need to hear that. Like, it's too close. It's way too close to the start of the season to start hearing this. Then I read All Sports News power rankings, and they had us at like 27th, and it was like ranking on Sam Howell is just not gonna work out. And I was like, all right, well that's
the
what
cold water.
Like,
it's the cold water you needed to splash in your face.
Right. But then I got mad at it. I was like, he doesn't know what he's talking about. He doesn't do his research. It's like, how many teams every year have a quarterback like this that no one believes in, and it's like this is gonna work out, and it rarely does. So that's where I'm at. That was a very convoluted answer, but I can see them winning anywhere from like 4 to 11 games.
All right, so 4 wins.
I'm excited.
Or Super Bowl champs.
Not Super Bowl champs.
All right, I'm all for it. I mean, I like Sam Howell. I think it'll be a fun guy to root for this season if it works out early. If it doesn't work out early, it'll be a pain in the ass to root for all season.
Just don't give me Jacoby Brissett.
Ever? You don't ever?
What would I gain from having him on the field?
No, really nothing.
Not going to the playoffs.
Yeah, nothing. You're not getting anything. Yeah, you might as well ride with Sam the whole time until the leash is until week 15, till the leash is cut short. Yeah, right. You know? So you know, it's basically a rookie quarterback, and you just gotta ride it out. See, I'd be more worried if this Cardinals team gives you any issues. I'd be more worried about the defense than I would be anything the offense.
Yeah. Well, I'm not that excited for our defense. We have no linebackers.
Shadow?
Not a single one. No.
Damn. The Shadow's gone.
He's a bust.
Poor Jamin Davis.
Maybe this year he takes a leave.
This is it? This is the year? Make or break year for Jamin Davis?
It is a make or break year for Jamin.
And it seems like Chase Young. It's like Chase Young, too.
Oh, it's absolutely a make or break year for him. It's a contract year now.
It feels like
not a captain.
It doesn't feel like it's been 4 years with.
No, it doesn't. Yeah, it's kind of sad, honestly.
Yeah, it kind of is.
But, you know, don't get nice things.
All right, well, let's cheer you up. My pick, the best bet if you're betting on the Commanders this season for their future. Plus 500 to be an NFC wild card team.
All right. Plus 500, really?
500.
Humbling.
Yeah.
I like those odds. The NFC stinks.
The NFC stinks.
Sneak in there.
Yeah.
Does this feel like a Seinfeld episode? Like Jerry's trying to console George.
Yeah, I'm convincing George is the right job. Yeah. Exactly. I'm trying to convince him to quit his job or something.
It does though.
It's terrible. Right. It's awful.
Yeah, I could see it happening. It's not crazy. I've seen people pick him to make the playoffs. It's good odds, so
it's not crazy. And
crazy. It's not crazy. Not crazy.
And with so many other teams that we've talked about, if Howell can play well, they have the pieces. So
just gotta put them all together.
Yeah, and the defense needs to be put together.
Puzzle.
Solve the puzzle.
That's included in the puzzle.
Yeah, I agree.
Puzzle's not arrive and half put together.
That's true.
It's in shambles.
How much of a beatdown does it need to be in that first week? If
I don't care. You
just want to win. Even if it's like I'm saying a nail biter against Josh Dobbs.
Wins are not easy to come by.
All right, a win's a win.
We'll take a win.
That's fine. That's all I need. All right, Pats, what you got for me?
Do you want to talk about it first, or do you want me? My bet's not exciting.
All right, yeah, I'll talk about it first. New England Patriots. They had a normal offseason, I guess. Pretty normal Patriots things. They didn't do too much. Didn't get too flashy.
Besides the Brady rumors.
I guess the key additions would be the draft class is really. I like the draft class, at least on paper, of course. Christian Gonzalez seems like he could be a stud. We didn't talk about that with the Commanders. Emmanuel Forbes. Gonzalez versus Forbes is going to be a heated, wise battle all year long. They got Zeke, and Mike Gesicki, which will be two nice backup weapons to have. Touchdown grabbers, touchdown scorers. They got a new backup quarterback in Matt Corral, which I don't know why they traded for him or signed him, but Sure, why not?
Quarterback thing was weird.
Yeah,
Putting
so
Zappy
after
and
the
Cunningham.
after the preseason, they cut both Zappy and Malik Cunningham. They signed them both after they cleared the waivers to the practice squad, and then signed Matt Corral, who got cut by the Panthers. The funny thing about that is the Panthers traded up to get Matt Corral with the New England Patriots, so they just kind of stole him and got draft picks for him. That's cool. That's a dub. The Pats.
Blueprint move for the Panthers.
Not a blueprint move at all. Not a blueprint move at all. I don't have like any expectations for this team. I don't know if they're gonna be good. I don't know if they're gonna be bad. Like the AFC's so stacked, I can't say like they're gonna win anything crazy because I don't believe it. But their roster is solid enough where I don't think they're gonna be dog shit. So I think they're a 10-win team.
Been hyping up the defense.
I think the defense is solid. I think the defense is really good. They're going to get probably boat raced that first week because they don't know how to stop a running quarterback to save their life. And it's the Eagles, so they're probably going to look like crap. But, like, this is a 10, 11 win at most team, and at the worst, 6 wins.
That's pretty similar to what
Yeah.
it was. Mine,
I'd say so.
Mine skewed to the left a little bit.
Yeah.
It's the lower end, whereas yours is probably skewed the other way. But, yeah, I mean...
Pretty similar teams this year, both of us. And I guess the past couple years. I mean, past 2 years, maybe.
Well, did you see my tweet on our account with the power rankings guys at 19 and 20? Yeah. And it's just like, that's who we are. And it has been for the last few years. We're both just like fooling around in the wild card race and then don't get in. And I guess you got in the 1 year, but
yeah, and then got boat raced.
Talk about that. Yeah. As a Pats fan, like you're probably always in the back of your mind. It's like Bill Belichick. Like,
oh yeah, I mean don't do that to me. Don't do that to me right now. Don't do it to me live on air because I could easily
extract what's in there.
That sentence alone, you just convinced me we're gonna win the Super Bowl. Like I could just go through it right now. I could tell you why we can win the Super Bowl. But I'm not going to because it's not realistic. We're not going to win the Super Bowl. I need to just settle down and accept that I'm in a mid position, mid team.
What's the feeling on Mac?
This is
where
Mac. All right, this is where I'm at with Mac. I'm ignoring last year. I'm throwing it out the window. And
last year,
if that comes back to bite me in the ass, Mac's done. If not, then we're flying high. We're great. He's got, and the Pats have the worst schedule maybe in the league. Have you seen their schedule? It goes Eagles, but they play in a hard division. Dolphins, Jets, Cowboys.
We play each other this year.
Yeah, in Gillette, sadly.
Oh boy!
I thought it was in FedEx, and I got so excited. All right, so to start off, the Pats got Eagles, Dolphins, Jets, Cowboys. A little break with the Saints and Raiders. Then you got Bills, Dolphins, Commanders, Colts. You can give a little quote-unquote break. Giants, I guess they're not very good. And they're playing the Chargers, Steelers, Chiefs, Broncos, Bills, Jets. The only genuine bad team on the schedule is like the Colts.
Yeah. Thank you for not.
Yeah,
because you did earlier.
I could have easily thrown it there. Again. But no, the Colts are like the only team that where like the Pats. I mean, I guess the Saints, they're at home, so they're gonna be favored. Hopefully, unless the Saints are just like great for some reason. But other than that game, and maybe the Broncos game, if the Broncos are dog shit, the Pats might not be favored in any other game. I guess it's besides the Commanders game as well. Colts, Commanders, and Saints. Those might be the only 3 games where they're favored. Yeah. You got to play with what's in front of you.
Yeah, that's a battle. That's right. Yeah. Yep.
It's tough.
It'd be good teams to get there anyway. So
can't
complain too much about the schedule.
Couldn't be like the Eagles last year, where everyone's just bitching the whole
time. You want to play the headline game? Because I've got a couple.
Wait. Give me my prop bet first.
Oh, okay. So with all that being said, my prop bet for the Patriots is Matt Judon over 10.75, which I don't know why it's not 10.5. Over 10.75 sacks. Plus 102, actually.
I like it. I think
15.5 and 12.5 the last 2 years.
Oh, yeah, that's easy money. He had a great season last year. They boosted up the pass rush, so he should be able to get free on some more sacks and have less double teams. And he's really become like, and I really didn't like when he came to the Pats, I didn't really know what to expect. I didn't care much for Matthew Judon, but he's really become like the face of the team, honestly. And he's like a absolute fan favorite for most of Pats Nation. I like that a lot. All right, well, that does it. Those are our future bets. Not for the pod, but for the future bets. That's our future bets. Super Bowl predictions. What do we got?
To go first?
Nah, I'm taking it. I have the Bengals. After all we talked about, I don't know how I'm going to do this, but I guess I'm going to do it. Versus the 49ers.
Oh my gosh, dude.
I don't think it matters. I know we had the whole conversation. I don't think it matters.
Yes, that was more of me.
34-30
than you.
34-30 Bengals win.
Oh, you have a score in there too?
Oh, I threw a score in just in case I long shot this one from the high heavens.
This would be way downtown.
Yeah, this would be the ultimate freaking. Now I know though if it becomes Niners Bengals, it's like, all right, hammer 34-30, 34-30, gotta hammer.
Yeah, right. I hate the NFC. Like, I can't even.
The NFC stinks, bro. Champion. I wanted to pick two AFC. I know it's if you don't pick the Eagles, you're literally just putting your hand in a pile of teams and just picking out one of them.
Have the Eagles lose 2 Super Bowls in a row, right?
That's what I was thinking. I was like, I can't make them win the Super Bowl because I don't want them to win the Super Bowl. But like, couldn't make them lose 2 in a row. All right, what's the pick?
Not gonna like this. I like it at all. Staying in the division, I'm taking the Baltimore Ravens.
Ooh.
In the Super Bowl.
What?
I will have them beat the Eagles.
What? The Ravens? Dude, what is this? Can I cancel the pod, bro? What is going on? Where is Chris?
I told you weren't gonna like it.
You get replaced with Ethan?
I have a gut feeling.
What is this gut feeling?
Contract. They figured it out.
Oh.
I think, you know what I think happened? Is I went so long. Oh, here's what happened. I went so long thinking that Lamar Jackson was going to play in Washington.
That now
I completely and utterly sold myself on him being the best quarterback in the league. Now I'm all in. And I like Odell. I know he's not in his prime. I like Bateman. I know we haven't seen him on the field, but I like him. They drafted Zay Flowers. Like, this offense is really, really good.
Wow.
They get a full year of Lamar.
Dude, I think Ravens fans are going to cry tears of joy. This is the most we've ever praised
I didn't
Ravens.
like the the receivers post that they made with Dreams and Nightmares. Why Dreams and Nightmares?
They're not giving anyone nightmares.
Well, and it's not like.
Yeah, it's not Philly. Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, the Ravens.
I've been squatting on this for a while.
Yeah, you just been letting this cook.
It at all.
Marinating in there.
It's been stewing. I've almost brought it up a couple times. It's like I'm trying to hide it from you almost.
It was almost like you're like getting a divorce.
Force it out of me.
You like didn't want to say it. You wanted the divorce. You didn't want to say anything. But then push came to shove. It
Deep down, I knew I wanted the divorce.
Yeah. It's like Valentine's Day came around, and you're like, all right, I have to do it now. Like I can't do it. I can't do it after Valentine's Day. Like I gotta do it now. Man, dude. I'm shocked. I'm actually completely shocked.
That's in. It's already in.
It's in. What'd you get the odds at?
And plus 1,800.
Man. All right.
Those are great odds. You can't.
They are. Those are fantastic odds. Absolutely fantastic odds. Man,
I'd be disgusted if it happens. It wouldn't even be worth it.
It wouldn't be worth
thousands and thousands of dollars.
Is Marlon Humphreys healthy?
I don't know.
Expected to miss games.
Really don't know that much about this team.
He's gonna have foot surgery. All right, well, let's not nitpick. I'm just gonna let you ride with it. Let's have the Ravens fans be happy for a day. Chris picked your team to win the Super Bowl. So
big bone though.
So besides, we can wrap it up with College Corner. We're good to go, right?
Were there any other awards that you wanted to hit on?
I had MVP Joe Burrow. Offensive Player of the Year was Justin Jefferson. Mike Part. Everything I tweeted out. It wasn't really.
Oh, I got my fan cash. Sorry,
Sure,
I was just checking my futures.
Oh, okay.
Got my $100 of fan cash for finish.
Oh, nice. All right. Let's start out with some college. Well, let's end this off with some College Corner, and then we'll call it a day. You want to go first?
Yeah, we played Towson Saturday. Beat them by a lot. 38-6. Everyone looked good because it was Towson. Not a lot to say there. And I wasn't able to go to the game because I went to see Morgan Wallen.
Oh, nice.
So I'll be making my first appearance at the stadium on Saturday night on NBC. Maryland versus Charlotte.
Why the hell is that on NBC?
I have no idea. They were on Stadium last year when they played. It wasn't even like a real network.
That's weird.
It's like an awkward stream. So I don't know why it's on NBC, but I guess that's cool.
Yeah, why not?
Night games are more fun than day games.
There you go. Facts. Facts.
To sleep in, have to stand in the sun, to go to bed when the game ends. So yeah, I'm excited for that. Don't really have much to say about. I guess we really haven't done any college preview.
No, we didn't do really any college stuff.
I do think that this is the year that if Maryland, I'm not saying they're going to, but I'll say if they were going to take a step forward as a program, this is the year to do it because the schedule's not that bad. Is you got 3 top 10 teams on there. Outside of that, there's no one that scares me. But knowing them, they'll finish 7-5 and maybe win a bowl game. But I'm excited for the season because I just like college football.
So do you have to now?
My expectations up.
How do you get your tickets now?
I'm a season ticket holder.
Oh, nice.
How much it was for the whole season?
$99.
$99.
Nice. Oh. Get it at Costco?
Didn't hurt my pockets. Yeah.
Yeah, that's where the South Carolina ones are sold too for $99. At least they were like 2 years ago. Maybe they might be more
Costco?
now. Yeah, like Costco. They have like a big board.
I thought you were joking.
No, I was dead serious.
That's actually pretty funny. No, they're not at Costco. They're just online.
No. All right. Well,
guess you guys don't have the internet yet.
No, we're getting there.
Get there eventually.
Yeah, the power lines will come down eventually for the internet. Well, speaking of down south, South Carolina, they had a national broadcast game. It was fun to start out. It was a fun half in Charlotte, facing North Carolina. Then the second half starts. We recover an onside kick to start out the half. Get a score, get
Beamer
going.
ball.
Beamer ball. We're all riding high, but the score never comes. The offense really never gets back on track the rest of the game. The offensive line was horrendous. Spencer Rattler, I'm giving him his flowers. I really didn't give him to him last year too much, but he had a hell of a game. He had 390-something yards, 0 interceptions. He had 0 touchdowns, but if you watched any film of that game, he is running around for his life. The offensive line allowed for -2 rushing yards by the running backs. Really just a horrific performance by the offensive line. And if they can't figure that out quickly, then there's going to be a real issue for the rest of the season. They have Furman coming up this Saturday. I already got my lower level student section. We're locked in. And then come week 3.
Not normal?
Yeah, no, I always get it.
Lower level student section?
Yeah, we have an upper level, but most people get lower level. Yeah. It's just like if there's overflow.
That makes sense.
And then, but week 3, my butt will be in Athens, Georgia, to watch the Gamecocks get smoked by 50 against the national champions. So that'll be exciting.
That's exciting. Where are you sitting in the Carolina section or just?
I don't know. My friend, former roommate Riley, called me yesterday and was like, "Hey, what are you doing for the game 2 Sundays from now?" And I was like, "I don't know." He's like, "You want to just come?" And I was like, "Fuck yeah, hell yeah!" So
that's cool.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. I'm excited for the rest of the season. Now, national championship's off. It's officially over. The window's closed. But looking up, hopefully, I just want some competitive. Like in Athens, let's just make it competitive for 3 quarters. 3 quarters. That's all I ask for. But excited for the rest of the season. Hopefully, the offensive line gets fixed ASAP. And we were missing 2 wide receivers too. So, and Nick Harbor played like nothing. I don't know what he was doing. He's running sprints on the sideline, getting ready for track.
Was he actually?
No, I don't know what he was doing.
I have no ill will towards Nick Harbor.
Good.
Good,
I'm glad.
Explain the hot dog comment.
What?
Hot dog comment.
What hot dog comment?
Beamer. He said that. Didn't see this?
No, am I missing something here?
No, it's like a mockery. Being made fun of because. Here's the quote. He said, "We just weren't good enough. Do we have any stats? Anybody? It's the kind of story of the night. Clock was wrong the whole damn game. We're trying to kick an onside kick to start the second half, and we've got to wait on the chain crew because they're eating a hot dog. That's the only disappointing thing about tonight. I don't know what things came out to be statistically, but not good enough."
What I'm getting from that quote is Beamer was not having with the guy with the hot dog that was moving the chains. He was not.
That's right.
That's really well. Dude, I don't know. Beamer always has like these. I love Beamer. Everyone on this pod knows I love Beamer. They know I'd like give up a kidney for that guy. But when we lose, he's like a washing machine. Well. No, his spin cycle is insane. Like he will find any way to spin it. And I kind of respect it. Like when he loses, he's just like he's almost dumbfounded in the team where it's like I don't know, like I have no possibility, I have no recollection of how we could have possibly lost that game. And low key respect it.
And a little bit of narcissism that he thinks he's so good at his job that he's just shocked when they lose.
Not narcissism, it would be egotistical, right? Like is that a word?
Yes, yeah.
Is ego
egotistical?
Egotistical, yeah. He's ego so big. I don't know. I love the guy, but that is a weird quote. That's a way to that's one way to deflect. I'll tell you that. That's definitely one way.
I mean, he did say that they weren't good enough, but that before discussing what wasn't good enough, it was the guys were eating hot
at halftime too. Let the guy eat a hot dog.
Oh man.
Well,
yeah, I thought you would have seen that because it was not a big story, but like bar stools and.
No, it's funny since I've been sick, it's been like I'm missing like half the stuff. I don't know why. I don't know why that is. It's like I just feel like I'm off. I'm not wired in.
Checked out.
Yeah, it is. It's weird. But I think that wraps everything up. I hope everyone is well prepared for the football season. I think we literally just covered every team. There's not much more you could ask for. Thank you all for listening. Hope you all enjoyed. Everyone, listen to us. Be financially safe this football season. And be responsible when you are betting.
We can't say that. That's
no.
We need some sort of like disclaimer.
Disclaimer: the wise guys aren't always
no success or no guarantee of success. Yada yada yada.
They've only gotten 1 Super Bowl champion, right? All right. Well, that does it. Thank you all for listening. We'll see everyone come Friday. We're coming back Friday. Get ready for Wise Picks, week 1. I'm excited.